Representative Buckbee, it's good to see you here today, and I want to certainly thank you for all your great advocacy for this horrible issue that we struggle with across the state of Connecticut that crosses every social, economic, and racial barrier. So I thank you for being here today in support of this bill. You are absolutely right when you state that this is protective custody. This is not an arrest custody. I think we have to make that crystal clear because as the statute stands today, the police have the ability to arrest. This bill is looking for a lesser, if you will, avenue for the police and EMS to take when they actually bring somebody back that's dead from an overdose. So this looks to get the person to the emergency room so they can be further evaluated and directed to good support mechanisms and systems that can hopefully help them. So you talked a little bit about your person that you have in the town that follows through with people that either come out of the emergency room that have voluntarily gone there because as you know, and this bill speaks to it a little bit, our police or EMS cannot, take this person that actually has overdosed and take them into protective custody to get them help, like we do with somebody that's incapacitated with alcohol or a mental issue that needs direct attention. So can you talk a little bit about that and how you see the follow-up going with what you're advocating for and continue to advocate for?
Thank you, Representative Hall. It definitely it gets to be very personal with so many people because it really touches more lives than you know. So if it doesn't touch your life directly, likely it's someone you know or someone that they know. It really is something that we need to address immediately. And some of this legislation has been pushed off for a couple of years, and I get it. We're in a pandemic, right? We can't do as much this year. No, this kind of stuff has to happen. We pushed this off too long. But in talking about the individuals who come in, we have a regional navigator position, and I wasn't prepared to speak on this, so I don't have the bill number in front of me, but I'm sure that you do, the committee. But our regional navigator is a critical piece. His name is Justin Culmer in our town. Justin works with the individual, not the disease. So if someone comes in, and even if they walk in voluntarily to the police station, he's not an officer. He works out of the police station. He talks to the person. He helps each individual person. And that's critical. Because how many times these people get handed a phone number? Hey, go call this number will help you. Call this one, they'll help you. No, we have an individual there. And that's another tool in the toolbox. So where this bill comes in, where 5583 steps up, is it allows more communities to have someone step in and help the individual. For us, I can tell you in New Milford, we've had a phenomenal response after we've hired Justin. In fact, he's probably saved the town 3 times what we have to pay for him in the services he's been able to provide and some of the money he saved our town. But when you, when you look at the individual piece, and I can't say that enough, it's about an individual. And as we approach each individual person and that person gets the help, it doesn't stop with a one-time meeting with Justin. He helps that individual through. And as you see, 2020 had a 20% increase in overdose and in usage in the state. New Milford's been a 20% decrease. So what we're doing is working. And I will say it's the best town in the USA. I'll say that over and over again. But this is one of the reasons why. Because we've had that number, been able to decrease that number. And I think that's really something the state can benefit from our experience in having him on board.
Thank you, Representative Buckbee. And I think you kind of hit the nail on the head here. It's not about one solution. I think it's collective solutions with a lot of different tools in the toolboxes. And this bill provides just one more tool. It certainly isn't the be all end all. And I think when we look to our surrounding states and see that they've been doing exactly what this bill does for years now with huge success, I think it speaks volumes. So I want to thank you for coming in today to testify in this bill. I really appreciate the support, and thank you for your continued advocacy for this blight that we deal with, and it's devastating to so many families. Whatever we can do to move this along and help these families get the help they need is so appreciated. So thank you once again.
Thank you.